So I just saw Warcraft, and I would have to say it is one of the most confusing movies that I have ever watched of a video game movie. It doesn't really seem very focused, and then at the same time it's extremely well detailed and focused. I would equate it to basically them having two different directors and nobody communicating with each other. The movie is about orcs and humans battling. They don't exactly explain fully why they are battling, but they are fighting over territory. What happens is that there is an orc leader who is basically a demon possessed. Seriously, you ever meet someone who's completely power hungry just for no reason of whatsoever, just to conquer worlds? Well, this is a guy that's leading the orcs, and his goal is to cross over to the human world to take over their land. Everywhere he goes, he kind of spreads this chaos and destruction. So much so that the orcs themselves are like, we're gonna have to take this guy out because he's gonna destroy us as well. Then you have on the human side, the humans are trying to live their life and fight this impending threat that's going on. There's in between that, you have a magician who is played by Ben Foster, who is an amazing actor, and I would actually say is more grounded in character than any of the other characters in the movie. He is basically trying to protect the humans, but there's also something sneaky that's going on that I'm not going to completely spoil it for you, but you can kind of see it coming from a mile away. In between that, you also have his apprentice, who is trying to protect humans and to guard the king. Also in between that, there are dwarves, elves, clay animation things that come to life. It looks like The Thing. It's really weird. This movie reminded me of 15,000 other different movies, and it really didn't have its own identity. And the way that they ended it, it leaves you completely hanging. So I thought it was really pretentious of them to think that they're going to get a sequel. We don't know. There have been movies in the past that was set up for a sequel that was never made. But I will say that the graphics of this was absolutely terrible. What happened is that they filmed it regular and they converted it to 3D, and I unfortunately had the opportunity to see it in 3D, so everything was completely murky. It was blurry. I was not able to fully enjoy myself in the graphics, which is a shame, because what you did see that wasn't completely out of focus was great, amazing detail to the graphics. You saw these separate worlds. You saw these battle scenes that mirrored the video game to perfection. The design of the orcs was very well done in the sense that they used the motion capture, so you get to see everything going through their eyes. However, in the beginning of the movie, I will say that it was really crappy. The design aspect was just lazily done. I did not like it. I wasn't able to fully immerse myself into it. There is the main character who you see is not Gamora, but she looks like Gamora. It's played by Paula Patton. She is basically half orc and half human, and she is trying to unite the world, but she really doesn't have a sense of purpose in the movie. Everything about her and her character feels forced. I know that this movie is trying to generate that female empowerment, but you have to create a movie that generates female empowerment by also serving the movie with an actual purpose, and she doesn't really have one. A lot of the scenes that they have, like I said, it felt forced. She had a romantic scene that you're just sitting there like, we can see this coming a mile away, and we don't really feel anything for this character. She is a slave to the orcs because she is considered cursed because she is a mixed breed. However, she is still trying to find her identity, and she ends up hanging out with the humans who free her from the slavery of the orcs. So she just meshes herself right in there, and they really don't explain whether or not she's a danger or if they feel uncomfortable around her. She just tags along, and she's just fighting along battles, and we're not really given a reason as to why. And then there is a scene, which I'm not going to spoil, where she tries to stop the orcs and the humans from battling by sacrificing someone, and you just sit around and you're like, why? This doesn't make any sense. It's not going to exactly stop the war. I'm pretty sure it's going to add more fuel to the war. So I just felt that it was really not well thought out, her character, and again her how they designed her. It looked like I said, Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy with Party City fangs. I did not like it. Other than that, I will say that this is a great movie to see not in 3D, and maybe when it's released onto DVD. I would not go rushing to the theaters. I would actually say that we have better movies coming out. We have Suicide Squad that looks way better than this. There is tons of movies. I'm staring at a poster right now from Mike and Dave, and that's making me more excited than what I just sat through. What I did sit through felt like forever. I'm pretty sure the movie is actually still going on. It is one of those movies that just never ends, and you're sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting for it to end, but it's not ending. It's still playing right now. The credits will probably roll tomorrow. So see it, I would say, if you are an avid fan of the video game, but then again, you are going to nitpick about what is terrible with this movie. It is not perfect by any long shot, and I think they did a massive disservice by the end. The ending, they made it seem like we're gonna set everything up for a sequel, so it's just, oh God, just Jesus fix it.